Hi, I'm Lazy and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just going to show you how I put the repair patch on the rear valance. It's pretty much on at the moment. I didn't do a video of me putting it on because it's quite boring, just sort of doing up nuts and bolts or cap heads and nuts. What I want to show you really, I'll show you the quick view of the patch panel I put on, but I've got a problem with a few of the screws that I can't get in because my fingers are a bit fat. They're like a big bunch of bananas. So what I'm going to do, I'll show you a little trick that I learned years and years ago. It doesn't always work first time, but it does work eventually. So I'll just show you the patch panel, and I'll show you the bolts I need to get in, and I'll show you how I've got the nuts on. Right, this is the patch panel. If the camera decides to focus, yeah, come on in your own time. It's not going to do it. That's it. Let's focus in there. So I've got pretty much got it all on. All the button heads are on there, all on there. I've got one missing there, and that's the one I'm going to try and get because it actually falls right into the chassis rail. That one there would be an easy one to get, and that one there, you can't really see it that well, it's sticking out a little tiny bit. It's I need a longer screw for that one, that's why I've left it out, so I know it's got to be done. Apart from that, it actually fits really well. The bit that's missed, this underneath there, there's a little bit of a tap. I'll give that a little tap in a minute. I've got a little tiny crack down there, which will have to stay there. I've got a little tiny nick on the other side. Oh, you can't really see it that well. There it is. But it's on the bottom edge, so you can't really see it. So hopefully, once it's back on the ground, you won't notice him. But having said that, if you've seen this video, you're going to be looking for it. So what we do, we go under the car now and have a quick look at the little technique I've got for putting fiddly little nuts and bolts on when your hands are too big or your fingers are too big. Have to bear with us a sec, so I have to go on the car. Right, back again. I'm not sure if you can see it. It's not a particularly that good a view, but the nut I'm trying to get is there. Don't think you see it or not, just there. No way I'm going to get my fingers up there to try and get that on, but what I'll try and do, I'll show you a quick way of doing it. Not a quick way, but a way of doing it. So let me go and get a spanner and I'll show you. I'm not sure if you can see this or not, but what I've done, I've actually taped the nut into an open-end spanner. Now make sure you use an open-ender, because if you put it in a ring, not that end, which I've done it with quite a few of the others, but I can get the ring off. But where this one's going in, I won't be able to get the ring off. And sometimes what I do is put a little bit of tape over the back there, push the nut in, and that'll hold the nut in there while I'm messing about trying to get it on the bolt. But this time, you've got to use an open-ender, which is that. So what I normally do is just put a bolt in there. I've got a washer behind there, and the nut's in there. So if I undo the nut, if I undo the bolt, or the cap head, or the button head, whatever it's called, and what I should be able to do, it's a bit fiddly. That's it. Unfortunately, I don't think the camera's actually showing you what I'm doing because I've got my bloody great hand in the way. But you can see I've got it in there like that. And if you pull it out, just like that, just like magic, and that's on there. So it's a little bit of fiddling, but it saves you trying to struggle there all the time. It takes a little bit of setting up, but it's an easy way of doing it. Then all you've got to do is tighten the nut up, which is going to be straightforward. I'll do this one. It's a nice easy way of doing it. I say it's a bit fiddly, but it's even harder if you can't even get the nut on there because your fingers are too fat. I know you can hold it with like a long nose pliers or something like that, but this is easier. must admit, I use this method lots and lots of times. Sometimes you're better off using a bit of insulation tape. It's a little bit stickier than this cheap old masking tape I've got. So just give this a little nip up. Sorry it's a bit boring because all you can see the back of my hand, but the actual camera I've got for doing these videos are only my phone, so hopefully I'll buy myself something decent. But I've got another video coming up shortly. I've got a couple more coming up. I've got to do a bit more work on my car because obviously it's the end of the race season. Well, it wasn't even the beginning for me this year. So it's the end of the race season. I'm doing the back end, which I've done now. I've done the back axle, all the welding, that's all back in. Just doing this little patch panel. As soon as this is done, that's it. Just a little tiny nip. Yeah, as soon as this is done, I'll put the wheelie bars on. Then we're going to do the headers, and we're going to put the new torque converter in. So that should be it. Well, thanks for watching. I'm sorry this is a bit boring, this video, but I thought I just needed to show you the quick way and easy way of putting the tricky nuts on where your fingers don't fit. Again, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye now.